Well, welcome to another edition of Thunder and Lightning.
What kind of intro is that? Do we have to
That's how I
redo
feel, damn it. This is how I feel.
Okay.
Once again, the New York Football Giants royally fuck us week 1. So,
All right.
Nikki,
Well, first tell everybody.
welcome to Thunder Lightning.
Yes,
Beautiful
thank you.
co-host Nikki Nick. I'm your
Thank
host Dan. Nick, we suck.
I told you so. I just want to tell everybody
I
that I fucking told you so. Did I not tell you guys? And just I don't even need apologies because
There's no apologies.
There's no apologies. No. But for all of you who are overly optimistic about Daniel Jones, who called me all types of names and attacked me like the entire offseason, I would hope you would, say some sort of apology. Like, it's to the point where people were like, I don't want to watch your show because you're negative, Nikki. Looks like I was fucking right and had every reason to be fucking negative about this team and Daniel Jones. You could apologize to me. I'll wait.
I am not apologizing to you.
Why?
Because I didn't say anything wrong.
You and I got into a massive 3-week-long fight over your optimism and my negativity. Yeah. 3 weeks. Tell everybody what it was. It was a massive fight over me being negative and not hyped up because I knew what was going to happen with this team, and you being a positive homer. Yes, this was a multi-week fight. Yes, it was.
I'm not apologizing. All right, let's talk about the New York Football Giants laying an egg.
That's why I don't apologize to people. I'm with you, actually. You said what you said, and you meant it. Although you were wrong. Can you admit you were wrong? And I was right to be negative Nikki all offseason.
No. If you go back to the tape, I said...
I'll go back to plenty of tapes. I have all tapes of you talking about being positive, and he's coming back from injury. We're just gonna hang in there. I got to give him some grace. Got to give him some.
Yeah, that ain't happening no more.
I have all the tapes.
All right, you're right. You're right.
Thank you. Just say I'm right because I'm always right. When are you guys gonna understand this? I'm always right.
Anyway, the Giants showed up. No, they didn't show up. They didn't fucking show up.
They didn't show up. But you know who did show up? Our audience is showing up. So why don't you tell them where to find us before we continue this rant? Because we are an underrated show, and we are asking our fans to help us become overrated. So, Danny, they can find us in 2 places. Where can everybody find us?
Obviously at TNL_NYG and at That Sports Network. You can find us on socials at NickyNick9384 and at Danny Behan on X. Yeah, so.
See, Darius said Nikki's right. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Come Lately. Anyway, all jokes aside, Darius, I hope all is well. We haven't seen you in a couple weeks. I hope everything's good. Where do you want to begin? Like, they sucked. It was a flat-out embarrassment. Back-to-back years, they didn't score a fucking touchdown. It's just the same old shit over and over and over and over and over. Daniel Jones is seeing ghosts in the pocket. Our offensive line actually played halfly decent yesterday. So for whatever reason, too many hits in the head, too many hits in the neck, too many hits in the knees, ankles, whatever. He's done. He's done. He is fucking done.
He's been done.
I know, but it's just.
I'm glad it took this again. How many years in a row for you to realize that he's been done? He never was. He never was undone. He was drafted done. He was just drafted done out of Duke. That's why you don't draft quarterbacks from Duke.
It's just the optimism. Maybe the guys that are paying all this fucking money to run the fucking team would think this guy is obviously done. It's just enough already. Enough. Like I've defended both guys, Shane and Dable, numerous times all fucking summer. And this is the game plan we have. This is the fucking
There was no game plan. What was the game plan?
Nikki, that's my point. There was no game plan. It looked like they didn't fucking play. They had no
They
practice.
never look like they're prepared.
It's a disaster.
They never look like they're prepared. To be fair, Dable did say he did call some plays, but DJ did not execute them. So I don't know what's going on. Like,
it's the same stick
route. This is what I came on last week, not even the other day, and I said I really hope he does not ruin Malik Neighbors' career. What's the good positive takeaway out of this? Malik Neighbors is going to catch everything and anything. Yep. But you've got Daniel Jones as your quarterback. Like, I so badly want to see Hyatt, like, become someone in this offense.
Hyatt has to play more than 4 plays, and Coach Dable has to be, he's our 3rd and 4th wide receiver. He has to get out of the doghouse, first of all.
He has to get out of the doghouse, but how can anyone get out of the doghouse when they're playing like dog shit? They're just rolling around in the doghouse of dog shit. Like,
add another bust to Joe Shane's resume.
These guys aren't busts. I guarantee you, if Hyatt went to like Miami, he'd be a superstar.
Yeah.
Philly? Yeah. Did we not just see Saquon Barkley go off?
I mean, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hyatt are two different.
They are two different. But my point to you is, don't explain the running back and wide receiver position.
I'm not, Nikki. I'm not.
Okay, well, the point is, there are plenty of people who leave the Giants, and have themselves a good career. Like, it's a culture problem. I said it in my video the other day. Like, there is a problem that if players can leave the Giants and go be successful and turn into the player they were always meant to be outside of this franchise, what does that say?
Yeah.
What does that say? There's been one constant: ownership. And oh, by the way, it's dual ownership, okay? It's not just John Mara. I know Mr. Hollywood just comes around when he wants to, but let's be fair. Feels like the Giants are cursed. I
mean, back-to-back week ones, just completely no showing. I hate this excuse. Oh, it's still preseason. No,
then we gotta get it going. Preseason, Danny.
Right, exactly.
DJ played what, 1 quarter of the second game? I know you don't want to risk injury, but like, we had this conversation. Perhaps a little more practice would have been good. And you were jazzed about this training camp. You were like, it's not Camp Cupcake this year. They're actually working hard. What? This is why I can't get hyped, because what happens between practice, they had all these great practices, training camp, and it doesn't translate on the fucking field, like, at all, ever, which is why I couldn't get excited for it, because I knew this was what was going to happen.
No, yeah.
I want to know what you and everybody else saw this offseason to be so goddamn optimistic.
All right. I wasn't, oh my God, optimistic. I thought we would be able to play the Minnesota Vikings, not the 85 Chicago Bears. I mean, let's be honest here. That's what makes it worse.
So you were optimistic because you took them to win and I didn't. And we literally got into
I thought it was
a fight over our perspectives on this team.
Because I thought we were going to be able to get to the quarterback, Sam Darnold, and have any sort of semblance of an offense, and then Daniel Jones missing throws to the left, missing throws to the right.
What's
throwing over? No, that one play that I told you about yesterday that just makes me infuriated was that overthrow to Wan'Dale Robinson as if he was like Randy Moss and he's like 8 feet tall.
I know. I don't know what that was.
It's like, what are we? He's shell shocked. He's done. You could tell all the Daniel Jones supporters in the media today, Bob Papa, Carl Banks, even Tiki, were like, oh, it's looking. The fat lady is warming up, babe. The fat lady is warming up.
She sung a few years
in
ago.
the media, in the franchise, because clearly they get them, like they have a pigeon carrier to get the memo. But yesterday was just flat out disgusting. Just the booze, and like it had to happen. It's like, and then players get mad that they get booed. They were like, come on, get over it, man. Get over it.
Better. Play
Be
better.
better. Just like disgusting.
By the way,
Dumb
Daniel
behavior.
Jones walking out. I mean, what was it? 2 fans. Listen, I'm probably not gonna like wait and stand there.
I'm not either. I'm not either.
But I'm not mad at people that are frustrated. And I even said yesterday, like for you guys, like I truly don't know how the season ticket holders do this.
We're not going to that Bengal game, by the way. I'm not going.
Oh, we're not. Oh my gosh, so many people are excited to meet us.
I don't give a shit. It's not even if Daniel Jones is starting that game.
What if Tommy Boy is playing?
We'll see. This is disgusting. I can't. I'm just.
But
it's just
so
insane.
You're so upset. But did like no part of you expect this? That's what.
Of course, I expected it, but it was just like, here we go again. I'm more mad at the front office. I'm more mad at the front office and the coaching staff in terms of they have to keep boosting it up. Keep boosting it up. Daniel Jones is our guy. Daniel Jones is our guy. Okay, this is your guy. We gotta see some sort of results, and we haven't seen it. The stat that bothers me the most is that he has more pick sixes since the contract than passing touchdowns. Granted, he got hurt twice last year.
Right.
Take that with a grain of salt. But 3 pick sixes in that range, he just looks like a lost puppy. We got to take him out back. I hate saying it. He's a great guy. I rather see Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito suck it up, and you'd be like, okay, it is what it is.
At least Drew Lock can push the ball down the field.
I mean, it's like he's scared painful. To push. He doesn't know. He's scared to do that.
He also stares down his receivers all the fucking time.
Yeah, and I've been talking to a bunch of people. No, they don't deserve it because they had their shot. I've been saying that all off season, but I'm sorry. They had their shot, and if they somehow, some way, you think DK?
You have to read the comment out loud.
Do you think DK Metcalf will be better, or should I panic only 5 points? He'll be fine. Don't worry. It's week 1.
Yeah, I don't take anything too seriously in week 1. You know what I mean? But if you are a Giants fan, you should. Articles are like, okay, time to panic. Like, I already hit that panic button last year, so I don't know like why people are just now hitting the panic button.
So the real question I have to you, we've been saying it all off season.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? This Sunday they play the Commanders in Washington. They are the reason why he's still in the league. Let's face it. What happens if he has a shit show against Washington? Does Locke play against the Browns, or he gets a grace period and then we figure out what happens Thursday night against the Cowboys? Like, what happens? Because I think he'll play fine, and then everybody's like, "Oh, see, I told you he played good." Like, we all know.
So I'll say this, like, because he seems to just own the Commanders, I wouldn't put any stock in that game because he could turn around and blow it against the Browns, and he's going to shit the bed against the Cowboys. So those are the games that you need to look at. And honestly, yesterday, that was one of the easiest defenses this team was going to face. It's not really going to get much better from
next week too. Next week,
but other than that, like, okay, so you're going to hang your hat on he can beat the Commanders. Not you. I meant you as a collective, overly homered, positive DJ people. If he beats the Commanders twice, like, is that enough?
Guys, we just got to play with fun. Golly. Just have fun.
Everybody just has to stop booing him, and he just has to have fun.
I
got a question for everybody. Do you have fun at your job every single day? Danny, do you have fun at your job?
Absolutely not.
Darius, Craig, guys in the chat, do you guys have fun at your job? I mean, I do. No.
Yeah, okay.
My job, no, but even I have days where like my job is very fun, but it's extremely stressful to own your own business. So I don't even have fun every single day. Like, what is this like? He's got to have fun narrative.
They're grasping at churros, and they know it's over.
But it's been over. It's like that bad relationship. You know you shouldn't be in it. You know it's bad for you, but you just stay because you're comfortable. It's like the devil you know. You're just like, all right, well, I guess I'll stay with this person.
It's just the we're in our graves and we digged ourselves in it, and it's just like, yep, now we just gotta lie in it. When what just drives me nuts is
Oh,
they
Darius
know.
says he has fun at his job.
Okay,
I wonder what Darius does for a
I
living.
wonder
He
where
doesn't have
Darius. Don't dox yourself, Darius.
No,
But
don't dox yourself. Maybe you could DM us, let us know what you do for a living. I'm just curious. Like, I think
um,
I think I generally have fun at my job, but there's days where I
I
don't.
mean, I agree. Darius just like DJ should air it out. He's called Danny Dimes for a reason, though he's Danny Pennies now. We wanted him to do that 3 seasons ago, and he didn't do it, and we won. So I think he's just completely shell shocked, and fortunately or unfortunately, we found out week 1 once again that he isn't the guy, and it's a complete hang with him. And you and me have 16 more weeks of fun. I don't know how we're gonna get through the next 16 weeks, but we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have some fun, damn it.
Oh, you and
Oh,
I get through 16 weeks of this? I can't do
yeah,
it.
I
I
don't know.
just,
I don't know.
I really don't know what's going to happen with this show. I mean, we're going to come on here every week except Commanders Week and say the same thing.
Oh, and Panthers Week. Panthers Week will be fun.
Oh, God. What a disaster they are over there.
They're the only team. They are the only team that would like make us look. Them and the Bengals. The Bengals are a dumpster fire too.
Shut up. I won't tolerate any Bengals slander.
Don't you love the 4th place team, Nikki? Just love it. Gross.
I'm just gonna need new teams altogether. You know what? I had like posted like me leaving the Giants fandom. There's a lot of Jets fans who came out of the woodwork and they were like, come over to this side. And of course, Cowboys Nation is always recruiting me. They want to see me wearing the star.
We are no longer friends if you do that.
Yeah, that's a little much for me. I don't think that I could do that. I don't know how any QB has gotten this many chances to keep being in the same place and arguably
They haven't. That's the reason. 6
other
years.
franchises move on. Other franchises have bad years and figure it out. My God, the Houston Texans have figured this out. But for some reason, 12 years in, we still have some of the same problems. And we didn't even talk about the secondary yet.
All right, yeah, the secondary is a disaster too. Before Carl Banks said something funny on their podcast with Bob Papa, that LT said, and I paraphrase, they could easily find 22 guys from the top 100 Giants, the players that were on the halftime show, and they would have been able to be fine and compete as if nothing was wrong with anything.
It's true. I bet it's true, right?
It's just my friends have said it and I agree with them. It's turning into 2021 and it's week 1 already, and all the celebrations of 100 seasons, and it's not the Giants' fault. It's whenever you fall 100-year seasons, you fall 100 seasons, so you gotta celebrate it. But once again, it's just a disaster.
But you would think that maybe that would have given them a little extra oomph. Like you're celebrating 100 seasons. It's the home opener. You know, I think that a lot of this too is we wait all year, year, right? And then we get so excited. Well, some of you guys get so excited. I don't.
So excited.
And then this is what we get, and then this is what happens, and it's like, well, I mean, first of all, I could have covered Liberty yesterday, and maybe I will on Sunday. Or second of all, I actually could have went to the beach, like, but instead, I'm like watching these fools like jerk around and just be a complete shit show like they always are year after year after year. Danny, it'd be one thing if like they were good most of the years and they had a few bad ones thrown in there, but it's just the same issue over and over again. I don't know. I told you this in our text chat. Like, I don't know of any other place or company where you could just be horrible at your job and you still have a job. If you get paid lots of money to do said job, but you're really bad at it.
It's bad.
Like, how? And it's the same every single year. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It doesn't matter who's on the offensive line. It doesn't matter who the defensive coordinator is. It doesn't matter who the offensive coordinator. Doesn't matter who the O-line coach is. Doesn't matter who the trainer is, doesn't matter who the GM is, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How are the problems always the same?
It's just a continuous circle. Obviously, like you mentioned earlier, 10 minutes ago, it's a culture problem, which they say it isn't an issue, but there's something not clicking. I'm gonna turn blue in the face. I've said it for the last decade. It's a drafting issue. We haven't drafted well in 15 years.
Have we not drafted well, or just do we have talent? We just can't coach them up
I'm
to their
sure. I'm
potential.
sure it's both. Obviously,
There's no way. Like, I refuse to believe Jalen Hyatt is not a talented player.
oh, he's
But you
definitely
also don't
talented.
get to see him assert himself in the offense. He doesn't get incorporated.
The
Like,
thing
you
with
can't tell me Malik Neighbors isn't talented, but I'm telling you guys, like, Daniel Jones is going to ruin his career.
yeah, he's scared to throw
Are
the deep ball.
So are you changing? We said in our prediction show, when would we see Daniel Jones? Like, does he make it the whole season? I said he's out by week 6. You said October as well, so you're probably in the same room. Are you changing that?
I'm thinking Cowboys game is his last start,
Okay, so you're going 4 weeks.
and that's pretty fucked up with the Cowboys game. It's just one last blowout on prime time for old time's sakes.
That's
It
how
is
you
a short week. It's a short week unless he completely shits the bed in Cleveland, and Dave's is like, "All right, Locke, be ready. Here we go. You got a couple of days. Get your mind right, and it's gonna happen then." I don't see it happening in a short week, but crazier things have happened.
Yeah, I don't think we get past weeks 4 through 6 before we see him
Yeah.
pulled for Drew Lock or Tommy Cutlets. I don't know how you continue the whole season like this.
No, you can't. And I would hope they have somewhere awareness to know that their jobs are on the line.
I'm sure they know, and they listen. You look at Brian Dable's face at this press conference yesterday, and every time like Daniel Jones came up, I feel like it took every ounce of him to just not blurt out, he's not my fucking guy, like this is not the quarterback I wanted.
Well, he
But
is
to
his
your
fucking
point,
guy because he could have been like, no, I like these guys as well.
Yeah, I know, but did he really have final say?
Well, you would think because he has that lockstep with Joe Shane, so
Supposedly, from what we're told.
yeah.
I mean, who knows what goes on behind closed doors? So that's why I wore all like black today, because like Black Monday, it usually comes after the last game of the season, that Monday, but it came for us today.
Yeah.
After week 1.
Once again,
here's the bright side. The season's over now instead of Halloween. Just get used to it now. Save your Sundays. Maybe go apple picking with the boys or whatever fall bullshit people like to do.
Not on a Sunday.
So are you going to watch every single game all the way through? Like, you won't put on Red Zone at least and be like, fuck this? Like,
I'll have Red Zone on, but I'll be focused on the G-Men.
Just
the sickness.
No, you have a serious sickness. It's a real disease.
Yeah, I know.
But how was it seeing everybody yesterday? Looked like you guys had fun at the tailgate.
The old adage, you can't lose at the tailgate. We went undefeated once again.
But you got drunk, right? You got nice and drunk.
I got drunk. I had a designated driver for once, so it was nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pump your mood up a little bit.
No, it was honestly, the tailgate was. I feel like I'm having a press conference now, and you're hitting me with the questions. I gotta look at the tape. No, all jokes aside.
Oh my god, I know everybody's tired of that response, but I also don't know what you expect him to say.
Right. All jokes aside, the tailgate was phenomenal. I got to see everybody that they're like my second family, so it was really nice to see. The food was spectacular as always. Tony and Ant did a great job.
I was just gonna get to that.
I know. It was great to see the boys and the few ladies that did show up. I did want to give a quick shout out to the Revival guys. Those guys showed up and they said, "What's up?" Great guys as always. Johnny, who always watches our show, was awesome meeting his wife and him. They had a good spread as well. And then
Did you
just
sign any autographs?
no, the podcast didn't even show been brought up once. So
Wow. God, come on, guys.
it's okay. But yeah, all jokes aside, it's the team. We're ready to cheer and be ready and for them to be good and just
Who's ready for them to be good? And
it's
why
just
are you
it's
guys
the
ready for them to be good?
because we invest so much time and energy with them. It's just they weren't supposed to be good 2 years ago. Maybe
So what? Okay, it's an outlier. You all got to get over the 2 years ago thing. Like,
I know, but
why
any
were
given
you? It's because you
Sunday,
have hope, as George Costanza says. Hope kills
it's
everything. I don't have hope.
it's a new season. Hope
It doesn't
springs
matter.
eternal.
It doesn't matter. We've seen how many new seasons? 12 new seasons. Like, and one time we had it was okay a couple of years ago. Like, the data says that this would have been a bad season too, and it probably is going to be. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't know where. I know you guys, a lot of you season tickets, and you get so hyped and you see your friends, but it's like, what did you actually see this off season that made you have so much hope?
I took the under and wins, so it can't be me.
It's not. No. Shut the fuck up. You fought me all summer. If you were being such a homer, you're being so positive, it was sickening. And you and everybody else, I want to know what you guys saw.
I mean, no, we had to see the first game, and we saw the first game, and we didn't like it. That's it.
No. You guys are all positive during training camp, and I want to know why.
Because it's training camp. Everybody gets to be positive during training camp.
No, you don't get to be positive because they didn't show you anything that was going to. Let me ask you, are you going to be as positive next summer for training camp, knowing it's not going to translate on the field probably?
Yeah, because we're hopefully having a new quarterback.
I guess we'll see. But even then, I mean...
well, it's not going to be Dak, so...
No, it's not. But even then, new quarterback, I mean, nobody can thrive here.
We'll figure it out.
Does that concern you, a new quarterback not being able to thrive here?
No.
No, because you're just going to be optimistic and hopeful. See, I just live my life expecting the worst and always thinking the other shoe is going to fall.
The New York Football Giants are supposed to be the team of mine that doesn't give me agita. All right? They're the team that's supposed to not give me agita, and it's all the way up to here with that.
Well, it's not my fault. You're a Knicks and Giants fan. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
they're the only team that I've witnessed win multiple championships. It's like, oh my god, just
okay. Well,
serenity now.
All right. Well, I mean, the Knicks basketball's going to start soon.
Yeah, Nova Knicks.
I know, Nova Knicks.
That can't end well. That definitely can't end well.
Would you stop? I'm trying to give you something. I'm trying to be positive. All right, let's talk about something else other than this because I'm sick of it.
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God? You could have ended the segment, 20 minutes ago for all I
tried with the tailgating.
That was 2 minutes ago. We're at 28 minutes. I'm saying you could have ended it after 10 minutes. All right, what did you have at the tailgate? Let's go.
We had Taylor ham / pork roll. I'm not getting into the debate because bacon is better, but pork roll, egg and cheese on a roll, delish. I had a great time. Then we had a lot of alcohol, tons of alcohol. I had
what did you drink? What did you drink?
I had Captain and Pepsi's, delicious as well. Went down like water. Couple shots of that, and then we had. Then we had steak. You could add on steaks. Filet and skirt. They had both.
Cooked, medium rare.
Yes, Tony and Anthony took care of it. Then there was tomato salad. I know you don't like.
Oh, but how does the tomato salad follow you to the fucking tailgate?
It's an Italian thing, obviously. So, and then that was about it. And then I destroyed a bag of like those everything pretzel thins, those like pretzel crackers on the way home. That was good. That was delicious. But yeah, we had a good time. Food was great. Drinks were phenomenal. I played Flip Cup. I have to hang up my Flip Cup retirement. That was a good 20-year absence from that. And
Oh wow, you haven't played in 20 years.
well, like 15. And I didn't take account of the Meadowlands win, and wasn't the best performance, but we won a couple games, so it was good. But it was rough.
Okay, so you had steak, tomato salad, pork roll, egg and cheese, and a bag of pretzels.
Yeah,
and a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, a ton of alcohol, and I didn't get any food at the stadium because I don't.
Because the stadium sucks and the food at the stadium sucks.
Yeah,
Could that be why?
Everything fucking sucks.
You're so salty. It's so funny. I just want everybody to know, like, look, it's finally about time that you are the negative one and I'm the more positive one. I'm positive because I was right.
Not positive.
Generally, no, I'm a realistic person. But did you know that I can't have realistic views because I get lip filler? Did you know that?
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean? It's been all day yesterday.
Oh boy.
You and your plastic face and all your plastic surgery. Danny, how much plastic surgery have I had?
0.
Louder for the cheap seats in the back.
0, 0, 0, 0.
But they seem to think because I have blonde hair and lip filler that I'm plastic. I think one of the comments was holy plastic.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's
a good one. Oh my God. Holy plastic, Batman. God.
I mean,
laugh it up over there. What'd you have for dinner tonight?
I was turkey chopped up. I was like sloppy Joe, turkey sloppy joes.
Turkey sloppy joes.
Pretty good.
Oh, so like sloppy Joe meat, but just ground up turkey.
Bingo.
Yeah. And it's all loose and gross and watery.
It's like sandwiched in together. It's sloppy joes.
Oh God! You put it on a
hamburger
bun. You put cheese on that too?
Yeah, it was mozzarella.
What did you have with it? Tomato salad, tater tots, like
no, I didn't have it, but French fries and string beans.
You guys go with your string beans.
It's honestly.
How do you have an endless supply of string beans? You have a garden, right? You have a garden.
Well, the tomatoes, yeah. I don't think they did string beans, honestly, but yeah, we go food shopping like regular people.
Excuse me, I do go food shopping. I just do it on Instacart app. You know,
it's true.
I mean, after I place my order, it says, "Congrats, Nikki, you saved 4 hours of shopping," and like my time is worth, like, I don't know, $500 an hour. So I'll pay $6 for someone to come deliver it for me. You know what I mean? My time is more well spent working on my business. And the new Hello Green podcast.
How's that going? Do you have a big announcement to make?
No.
Okay. Not happening.
People think it's so easy to co-host with me. I need you to tell the people real quick before we get out of here. Tell them what it's like.
It's interesting to say the very least. No, it's a lot of fun. No, you just got to be prepared to just live in the life of Nikki, and you're gonna have to be like, "Hey, Nick, why don't you do this?" Yeah, well, I got a different idea about it. I'm like, "Okay, Nick, great. You do what you gotta do, babe." No, it's fun. It's just Nikki knows what she wants, and you have to work with her to understand each other's communication skills of like how we can benefit a team. She's the star wide receiver, and sometimes you got to be like, "Get me the ball, get me the ball. I want the ball. You didn't throw me the ball. Get me the ball, get me the ball." And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Nick, the safety's right there. If I threw you the ball, you'd be dead. Okay? So some games you gotta just I'll get you the ball. Relax." So she's your star wide receiver, and can you be a star quarterback for this Hello Green Pod?
Can I be a star quarterback? I might have to be a star everything the way this co-hosting is going.
Yeah. I mean, I told you what to do.
Yeah, I just think it was, fair warning that you tell everybody, it's not the easiest. No,
It's
I'm easy to work with, right?
You're pretty easy to work with, unless it's
If you do what I
something.
say, I'm super
That's
easy.
that's the thing. That's the thing. It's only my way or the highway with Nikki. And
No, it's not true. I ask you your thoughts all the time just because I don't like to be told what to do.
then people. Oh, this is the one thing I love about Nikki. All right, I'll tell it. If she gets mad at me, she gets mad at me because she asked for it, and this is good podcasting. If you tell Nikki something weeks in advance before something, Nikki's notorious for bringing it up 3 weeks later. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, I should be definitely doing that. And I'm like, well, I know. Thank you for agreeing with me 3 weeks late. I'm not
No,
giving examples, but you're definitely like that sometimes.
no. Sometimes I just need to marinate on things.
Yeah, you marinate all right.
Because I got a lot going on, and I don't like when people. Yeah, I'm all plastic, and I got a lot going on, and I don't like when people tell me what to do. But
and that's the thing. And then she brings it to your attention as if it's her idea. That's my favorite.
Because I will improve your idea. That's what I'm saying. I will improve it. You give me a base idea. I marinate on it as I do with everybody and everything. And then I think about it and I think about how can I make this better? How can I market this? Is this like part of the brand? Like there's all these things that go through my head that might not necessarily go through your head. So then when I come back to you or anybody else a few weeks later, not saying, oh, this was my idea. I'm just thinking about how do I make it better?
Fair.
Okay. But in general, if everyone could just do what I say, things would just go a lot smoother. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that, in a nutshell, is what it's like to co-host with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for joining this wonderful night of podcasting. Thank you, Daniel Jones.
Well, hopefully on
Wednesday
you're a little bit more upbeat since we don't have to talk about the Giants on our second show.
Well, we kind of do, but it's only for 2 minutes, so it's okay.
We just have to talk about a pick, and then that's it. We get to talk about the rest of the league. How happy are you? How I've maintained this second show for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it's huge.
Did you think I was gonna flake? What's your over under on the?
You're not gonna flake.
But you thought I was.
No, never know.
No, I mean I told you. That's why we're gonna be on Wednesday, and Danny will have the show uploaded for you guys
on Thursday
because I have a work event Thursday.
So yeah, be sure to follow us TNL_NYG. Thank you to That Sports Network for letting us put our show on their channel as well. As always, please like and subscribe. Hang in there, Giant fans. We're in this together. All right. See you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.